the Vancouver Canucks. It's why I look at their lineup right now and go, you know what? I think they probably have the potential to make the playoffs next season. But who's going to be the players that are like the stout performers for them when the games get hard?
Yeah. I mean, we started this conversation yesterday, and it's a good one to have because this is very often over the last few postseasons, this is the only conversation that Canucks fans could have. It would be, well, if the team I cheer for gets back to this point, how are they going to fare? Because right away you can see after game 82 of the regular season to game 1 of the postseason, it gets ratcheted up in terms of intensity and, heaviness being a factor. Corey Perry and Patrick Maroon going from whatever they are in the regular season to vital contributing members of the team. Because
there's a reason Tocchet likes a guy like Phil DiGiuseppe. It's because he's physically engaged out there. He's going to win battles along the wall. And it's why a guy like Podkolzin is so important to the Canucks.
That's a good point.
Right? There's a guy with the potential to play that heavy type of game where, hey, he might not rack up 50 goals a season, but when the games get tight checking and every inch of the ice is being competed for, sometimes you just need the guy who's going to push through all that. And I literally mean that. Push through players, not go around them with fancy footwork or fancy stick work. Just go, hey, I got the puck now, I'm taking it to the net. Yeah. Or if you're the defenseman, go, hey, you got the puck, you ain't getting to the net.
Those guys right now, honestly, are all fringe players on the Canucks, right? It's Dakota Joshua, it's Nils Åman.
Well, JT Miller is a guy.
Right.
JT Miller, when he's at his best, he will take the puck and say, I'm going to the net. Now, he also has other elements to his game. Like he's a high-risk, often terrific, sometimes horrific passer. He's a very creative player. But that's why Patrick Allvin gets up at the end of the season press conference and talks not about JT Miller's like offensive creativity. He talks about his edge.
Yeah.
And he's a big dude out there. Just look at him, right? If I'm a defenseman and JT Miller's coming at me, I'm like, oh, man, this might hurt. The Canucks need more players like that. Now, it's a nuanced conversation. Do you need that type of player at the age of 30 locked into a 7-year contract? That's a totally different conversation. But the type of player that JT Miller is when he's at his best, the Canucks need more of.
Yeah.